right, don't forget to check out our sponsor, The Health Blaze, at thehealthblaze.com. Promo code Goodfellow1Boxing. Get you 18% off the 100% all natural products. Website, promo code, description. Thanks. All right, what's going on? We back, Goodfellow Sports TV, and I'm still got to go home after football go off and watch Golovkin Derevianchenko again. I didn't score it. A lot of times I just like to enjoy the fight. But Hearn is saying that Triple G was sick, that he had the flu and he wasn't himself, and both fighters ended up going to the hospital. It was a good fight, but hey, let's talk about Triple G reportedly were rumored to be sick. Appreciate everybody for checking in. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video. And yeah, I was sick a couple weeks ago. You know, that little change of weather code, or just those when the temperatures start dropping, you know, you start, you know, getting, you know, just those getting sick from germs and shit. But I ain't buying it. At the end of the day, he didn't look too good versus Steve Rose. And also gonna talk about people calling for Johnathan Banks to be fired. And he didn't look good versus Steve Rose. And I saw somebody in the comments say, "You're lying, CJ. Steve Rose didn't hurt Triple G." Yes, he did. He buzzed Triple G. I think it was with the right hand across Triple G head. You know what I'm saying? And what y'all gonna say last night? Oh, Derevianchenko wasn't hurting Triple G. He was hurting him. And you see why he don't want to fight that perpetual moving black style, especially if you can pop. And even though Charlo ain't looked real good lately, I see why he don't want to fight Jamal Charlo, and I definitely see why he don't want to fight Demetrius Andrade. I see why. You know what I'm saying? I definitely see why, because Charlo, he a bigger puncher than Derevianchenko, and you know what? He still got that slick black movement. He may not be the slickest. He may not have that movement like Derevianchenko got, but he got enough of that slick black American movement to cause some problems. To cause some problems for Triple G. And I see why he don't want to fight those guys. If you can punch, Triple G don't want that work. You know what I'm saying? And really, I can't even blame him for not wanting to fight certain style of fighters and stuff of that nature, man. Because you know, he older. He older, man. He got exposed last night, man. A lot of people be scared to throw them combinations at Triple G. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people be scared to throw combinations. Derevianchenko took it and threw it, and usually when Triple G used to hitting dudes, they crumble. But the whole stickness skills, hey, at the end of the day, you can't be at your best every single fight out there. You know what I'm saying? So you got to find a way to win the fight, and he did find a way to win the fight last night. You know, and you can't be at your best every single time. But the whole thing that he's sick, man, I just buy that as complete hogwash, man. That's hogwash. You know what? You didn't hear nothing about him being sick before the fight. You know what I'm saying? You didn't hear him about being nothing sick before the fight. All of a sudden now, oh, Triple G Big Drama Show was sick and all of this and all of that, man. Real talk, everybody, I ain't seen one person saying that Triple G won, other than Triple G super fans. I ain't seen one person saying Triple G won. Everybody saying Derevianchenko won, and it was a close fight. Maybe people feel like it's some type of hate versus Triple G, but to come out on top of that, and Eddie Hearn coming out saying, "Oh, I heard he had the flu. I heard he was sick," and all that bullshit. Bullshit. He didn't look good versus Steve Rose, and all of a sudden he step up in competition, he get exposed. I ain't buying it, man. Derevianchenko, that's why he didn't want to, and it wouldn't be so bad, and the excuse would be, it'd be viable, because it'd be viable if Triple G would have went on and fought Derevianchenko and then dropped his title. Add it up. He didn't want to fight Derevianchenko, right? He dropped his title. He did. He dropped his title. He didn't want to fight Derevianchenko. He got stripped. Then, look here. He didn't want to fight Jaime Munguia. The Jaime Munguia team tried to make that fight. His promoter deleted some tweets, but they tried to make that fight. He didn't want to fight him. Then, when he was ordered to fight Derevianchenko for the IBF again in this fight, he didn't want to take the fight. He didn't want to take that fight, bro. He didn't want to fight Jaime. He didn't want to fight Derevianchenko. he wanted to take easy fights until he fought Canelo and get a payday. He don't care if he win or lose versus Canelo Alvarez. He just wants the payday. And he didn't want to fight Derevianchenko this time. So at the end of the day, you ducked him once, you tried to duck him twice in his zone, force you to fight him. What am I supposed to believe? You know what I'm saying? What am I supposed to believe? You didn't want to fight him. All right? And all of a sudden, you end up being forced to fight him. And he give you the toughest fight. That, you know, it might have been the toughest fight he had. He would say, well, he beat Canelo the first time, and he beat Canelo the second time. The second time, he most definitely did not beat Canelo Alvarez. He got beat. I ain't a big Canelo fan. I can give a shit about Triple G. And people going on and say, well, Derevianchenko, he struggled with a guy with 11-12 fight. Hey, do your homework. Derevianchenko had 24 additional fights in the World Series of Boxing, where he was 23-1, and only lost he lost to Brian Carlos Castano. So this wasn't no charity. You know, a lot of people just think they're hardcore fans, but they don't do the research. That's on Carlos Castano, who got a draw with Lawrence, the only guy he ever lost to in the pro-ams. And this, I don't know why they don't come into pro fights, but the whole Triple G being sick thing, I ain't buying it. You step up in competition, and the guy that you tried to duck twice and had to be forced to fight, you struggle with him. A lot of people think you lost. You know, and people saying Johnathan Banks should be fired, and he from Detroit, man. And at the end of the day, it's a meshing period. And maybe Triple G and Abel Sanchez was, maybe they was a match made in heaven. That's what Triple G get. If it's truly Johnathan Banks and him may not be a great fit for each other, I could understand it. Johnathan Banks trying to get him to fight with a rhythm. He trying to get him to do some different things. But at the end of the day, that motherfucker is 37 years old. Ain't shit new coming. He could say, and Banks could say, and I like Banks, he could say, oh, he got so much untapped potential. No, he don't. It's over. You ain't teaching Rover new tricks, Banks. You just got to assist and add just a little bit to his game, which he was trying to do. He wasn't trying to have him go out there and slip shots and counter. And he ain't really good at countering. It's a lot of fighters that you see why they fight a certain type of fighter. And last night when he was countering, when he was trying to counter, it like he was trying to hit back. He was desperately trying to keep Derevianchenko off his ass. And there's a lot of fighters that do that, which I won't bring him up in the video because you hating on him. But that's what I say. And everything, and I'm going to do a live review on this tomorrow. And everything I said Derevianchenko should do was exact game plan Rozier drew up. He did it to the T. You know? But for Banks, it ain't nothing. At the end of the day, he said the plan was for them to go out there and box and not get drug up in the war. For you to box on the back foot versus a guy like Derevianchenko, you got to be good on the back foot. You got to be good laterally. And you got to be able to counterpunch. You know what I'm saying? You got to be able to counterpunch. You got to be able to move your head, slip, or move your feet good enough. And people talk about other fighters that don't move their head, but they feet put them in position to evade and be more successful. And Triple G wasn't doing that last night. Head popping straight up, struggling going backwards. And every time Derevianchenko came forward and hit back, he covered up and balled up. And then if he did counter, he was swinging. He was swinging just to get Derevianchenko off of it. It wasn't a slip or counter that had some education behind it, or it wasn't a boxing move. It was a hitting back. It was a punch to keep Derevianchenko off his ass. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't, and you seen it the other night. I hate to bring this up with Earl Spence. He another guy that can't counterpunch, and I hate to bring his name up, but he can't counterpunch. He can't really box on the back foot versus a guy like Mikey, yeah. But for Johnathan Banks to ask him to do some things that he's not comfortable, yeah. Oh, he backs on the back foot versus Lemieux and Curtis Stevenson. Yeah, two fighters that don't have nothing but power. No ability, no up jab, no jab that pop Triple G head up, no angles like Derevianchenko was getting them. That's the difference. Triple G can box on the back foot versus guys that are one-dimensional, that can come forward. But when you got Derevianchenko using angles on the inside, coming down, use different angles, moving his head, using the jab, popping Triple G jab up, ripping to the body, turning them on the inside. Dude, that's a different ball game. And when Triple G step up in opposition, this is what happened. It ain't no sickness. It ain't nothing Abel Sanchez would have done. It ain't Johnathan Banks trying to get him to do something different, but it take time. But with his old ass, he may never know how, may never do it. And that's what you get. You talking all that shit, Canelo. Nigga, you better focus on Derevianchenko. Canelo. You saying Canelo all week. Canelo. I ain't hear you say achoo, sneeze. Oh, I'm a little sick. Well, no, Kleenex box up there, bruh. He full of hogwash. And it serves him right. You know, at the end of the day, I ain't a big Abel Sanchez fan at all. But that's what happens when you don't do right by people. That's karma. That's karma. You don't do right by people and you don't pay people, or you don't do right by people that sat there and put their name on the line and said some ignorant shit in your defense and look stupid in your defense, and you don't treat them right. It ain't got nothing to do with Johnathan Banks. It's just the way the world works. It's just yin and yang. It's negative energy and positive energy. You put negative energy towards Abel Sanchez, the universe know you did him wrong. And like I said, I can care less if you did him wrong or did it right, but you did him wrong. And now you reaping what you sowed. What you sowed. You know, but it ain't no fire Johnathan Banks. It ain't shit that he did wrong. Triple G just stepping up a competition. You know? Can't ask him to box on the back foot versus nobody like Derevianchenko. And Derevianchenko able to put him on the back foot. It just shows you. When somebody puts you on the back foot and you can't slip and you can't counter, and the only thing he really can rely on is just being more powerful. And I laugh at people saying this fight will be over in 1 or 2 rounds. I said, shit. I watched plenty tape on Derevianchenko. That's bullshit. I watched plenty tape on Cuz, and he can fight. You know, but I think they should run it back. But I say that for tomorrow, man. But if I heard Johnathan Banks, no, it ain't no Johnathan Banks thing. It's just Triple G. He wasn't that good to begin with. There's a lot of parallels between him and Errol Spence. I did a video on that a couple of years ago, man. And it's coming to fruition. I be telling people, dude, the film don't lie. A lot of people be trying to argue with me, but I didn't broke down the film. I ain't the most knowledgeable dude in the world. Somebody done fell out. I ain't the most knowledgeable dude in the world in boxing. And I ain't claiming to be the smartest, but I believe what my eyes tell me. I believe what my eyes tell me. And my eyes tell me that Errol Spence and Triple G, they got problems boxing. They got problems on the back foot and counter punching for the most part when you step up to a level of opposition. When you beat up Mikey or you beat up you know, Lemieux or Stevens, but when you fight a guy like Derevianchenko and Sean Porter, I'm telling you, man, it's just a different ball game, man. But hey, it's Good Feeling Sports TV. Don't forget to check out our sponsor, The Help Blaze, at thehelpblaze.com. Promo code GoodFeeling1Boxing. Get you 18% off the 100% all natural products, lotion, soaps, foot soaks, bath bombs, deodorant, toothpaste, hair pomade, much more. Website, promo code, description. Don't forget me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Reach out to the email. All the links in the description. Want to make a donation? All the links in the description as well too. Want to continue to support? Check out the channel, Wild Motor City Sports Talk, for more everything Detroit, more sports talk. But I appreciate the love, support. Let me know what you guys think. I'll link the article in the description from where Eddie Hearn said it. Appreciate the love, support. One time for the one time we go.